everyone, and for today's video I will be teaching you how to paint a galaxy using watercolors. I'm going to assure you that it's easy to paint and you will enjoy this artwork. And now let's begin with the materials. First is we will be using Strathmore watercolor paper. And my Prang watercolors, you can use any other watercolors regardless of the brand or type. Also make sure you have your Chinese brushes, round pointed brushes. We also have here Sakura jelly pens and a correction pen. And for this artwork, we will be using a toothbrush or any other stiff bristled brushes, and of course, water. And a strong flat board or any flat surface. And now we're ready to start. Begin by taping your watercolor paper onto your strong flat surface or board. Taping all four sides will stop the paper from warping when we start applying watercolors on it. I love doing wet on wet technique. It's a technique basically by brushing water onto your paper because I really like the colors or paint just bleed or spread over the paper and blends with other colors. And the color will diffuse and create an effect which I really like. Now, after brushing water onto the paper, start by brushing colors randomly around the page or paper. If you're not sure what colors to use, then you can always look actual images or photos of galaxy for your reference. Now at this time, be sure to create some lighter and darker areas, and don't worry if it gets messy. We will be adding multiple layers to build up the colors. And for better results, continue the wet on wet technique for the colors to bleed into each other fairly well. Keep adding splashes of colors until you get desired amount of darkness and lightness. Always remember, creating depth in this process is very important. You just actually need to play with colors and enjoy the process. And don't be afraid to apply the colors on your paper. For the next layers, try to wait for the colors to dry up before you gradually adding colors. Now you can also select areas and make them even darker for more depth or brighter and make them colorful. Again, remember, don't mix your colors with black or white in order to not kill the brightness of your colors. Just mix your colors with water. Just for example, mix the color blue with just plain water and mix them very well until you get the right amount or the right mixture that you want. At this point, we are just actually adding some colors, making some areas darker, and also we need to select some areas that needs to be a lot lighter than the other areas so that we can have this galaxy like effect. So as you can see with the galaxy, there are different areas, but the good thing is you can play with it and you actually have the freedom on how you're going to paint your galaxy. But really, it's very helpful if you have an image for your reference. It will serve as your guide where should be the lighter portion, the lighter areas or the darker areas. As you can see now, I'm highlighting some areas especially those areas that needs to be a little lighter or a lot lighter. I'm using cotton to sip through the water and to create this effect, this light effect or lighter effect. So this is the beauty of using watercolors. It's really fun and I'm enjoying the process. So now I'm still adding more colors, creating more contrast, depth. So if you're not yet satisfied, then you can actually just add more colors, make some areas even darker if you want. So as long as you're happy with it, at this time I'm not yet satisfied with, I'm trying to make some areas even colorful. And as you can see, I'm starting to flick the brushes to create these effects and putting up yellow colors that signify stars from afar. Also, you can try experimenting, especially in mixing or creating balance with the cool colors and the warm colors. As you can see, I'm adding up some orange to some selected areas, and now starting to flick again the brushes to create this darker spots or dark spots onto our galaxy. Now it's time to add stars into our galaxy by putting white color paints onto your toothbrush, or you can actually use other stiff bristled brushes and begin to flick it over to the painting. Keep on doing this process until you get the desired amount of stars. You may want to use also your white jelly pens or your correction pens. As you can see, I'm using my correction pen in dabbing in more stars. Or by using the stippling technique, like what I'm doing right now. This is what you call the stippling technique. So guys, just follow these simple steps for you to have your own beautiful watercolor galaxy painting. And if you like this content, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more of my artworks and tutorials. For you to be notified on my latest uploads, don't forget to hit also the notification bell, and now you can share this video to your friends. Thank you for watching and God bless us all.